Yes, yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Chelsea podcast, which you get every Wednesday live here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel, where we discuss all things Manchester United and all things Chelsea. On the Manchester United side of things, randomly, Manchester United linked to Mike Maignan. Reports coming out stating that Amorim wants an experienced goalkeeper and Mike Maignan is on the list. And it's ironic that this is the United Chelsea show because Chelsea were linked to Maignan and made offers to him as well, made offers to AC Milan, but couldn't get the deal over the line in the summer. And on the Chelsea side of things, are Chelsea fans unhappy with Maresca? There was big hopes, big expectations going into the season, but after the defeat to Manchester United, a win against Lincoln, but not a convincing performance, and more importantly as well, his reaction to the red card in the Manchester United game. So we'll be discussing all of those things, please, people. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United or Chelsea related. Please make sure, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, you hit the like button on the video. So important you lot do that. Hit the like button on the video. Pay the tax when you enter the city of sarcasm. Hit that like button. Share this out across all of the socials that you are active on. At Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes It's Flawless on Twitter and Instagram. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. Closing in on 16K. Big up to Mello in the chat. Big up Vikram, Warrior J. Shouts to my guy Ace every single time. Big up to the lovely Karma in the cut as well. I'm blessed, healthy, a little bit tired. I hope you're good too. Big up to Ibrahim as well. And big up my Don, one of the OGs of the channel. Somebody who's been here from the beginning, from when we laid the first brick in the city. Man like Surfer is in the cut. Yes, Surfer, what are you saying, man?
All good, man. Old Git OG. That's what I meant for.
You high? You're like... This guy's an idiot.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus, you're such a fool, man. Oh, my life, yo.
I'm just watching, just catch up on Slow Horses, just my inspiration. That's all. You know?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I need to, the new episodes out. I need to, what's it called? Because it's on, here was me thinking it was just on Apple TV, but it's on Apple TV Plus. But yeah, I'm going to watch it tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch it tonight. Hey, watch Slow Horses if you haven't, people. That's all I'm going to say about that. Watch Slow Horses if you have not. Well, Serpa, we'll start with you lot and Chelsea. Your thoughts not only on Maresca in regards to his reaction to the red card in the United game, the performance against Lincoln, and the reaction from Chelsea fans since those two games as well, because there seems to be a lot of conversation surrounding Maresca.
Fairly mild, right? Chelsea fans don't overreact on anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't take them a lot to overreact. Let's start in chronological order. Saturday. He doesn't take a huge chunk of blame. It's Sanchez that gets the biggest chunk of blame on Saturday, because his decision affects everything else going forward. I think it always happens when the red card, every manager in every generation takes off the young player, the young attacking player or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So I figured Esteban was coming off, but I, for the life of me, couldn't figure out why Neto came off. I couldn't understand it. I just couldn't understand it at all. And then Palmer came off injured, so that was forced on him as well. So he's a bit unlucky with that one. But I thought his subs actually, for me, actually said, because it was 0-0 at the time, actually said, "No, we're just going to try and get a draw here. Don't fancy it. Let's try and get a draw. We'll escape 0-0. Goalkeeper screwed us in the first 4 minutes of the game. Whole effing plan's out the window now. Let's just get out of here. It's raining." I'm sure some of them on the bench thought, "Man, if it rains anymore, we can get it called off. We get a waterlogged pitch."
Hey man, that got a cold Saturday evening in Manchester, right? A cold rainy night in Manchester is not for everybody. I'll tell you that much.
Just a bit more rain, let the ball not roll through properly, and the referee has to keep checking. But it was a bit. I called it cowardice at the weekend because I just thought it was a bit cowardice. I just thought it was highly negative as well. It's just basically telling the team, because it went 5 at the back, but It wasn't if he was asking, he was making James and Cucurella bomb on that much.
Yeah.
Oh no, was it Cucurella? Yeah, it was Cucurella.
Yeah, it was Reece James. It was Reece James and Cucurella. You're right.
Bomb on much in the first half because it was only really that slim penalty shout in the first half and nothing else. And then second half, you guys had a man sent off stupidly. And then the second half, it was much of a jabbing session really from both sides. It was really rubbish football. Then was it Chalobah scores that goal and shamelessly celebrates.
Oh, you're not feeling the he's flexing, man. Man, like
down. Why would he do it 2-1 down? Huh? You do it with 2-1 up.
Hey, it's a goal at Old Trafford, man. That's why, man.
Yeah. Sure. Even after we scored, though, we didn't really put pressure on. We put in a couple of crosses that really. Then your manager made some very strange substitutions as well. You know, like
trust me. Tell me about it.
He took Maguire off, which I don't understand because you're only playing once a week, so I don't understand why he needs to bring Maguire off and bring another defender on. We then brought Tariq George on, which I don't know what that says because I know he scored last night, but I honestly I don't know what that says about what he thinks about getting Zorganacho in. It was like 10 minutes before there was pictures of Garnacho warming up and then Maresca speaking to Garnacho. And then he brings in Tariq George and then afterwards he goes, oh yeah, but I don't know if they attributed to them or it's lost. I've not seen the full thing, but the quote attributed to him was that why did you bring on Tariq or why didn't you bring on Garnacho? And he goes, oh no, well, had to do this and this, but because then West Fofana was feeling a bit, and I was going, that doesn't make any sense because Fofana
makes zero sense.
Gusto was coming on for Fofana, so what does it make any difference? So it's just like, and then we lost, and then 24 hours later, you're hearing from our so-called press that he doesn't fancy some of the players, which I understand, but the problem
is there any players in particular? What was the name? Was there any names mentioned about players he's not fans of?
He doesn't fancy. I don't think he fancies much of the wingers, apart from Neto and Esteval. I don't think he like just his options. I don't think he's very pleased with the transfer window. Understandable, because he said some shots and some shots not directly but like indirectly, because they went in a press conference for the Lincoln game. He goes, well, Liverpool, you could tell by Liverpool, I'm paraphrasing, Liverpool's transfer window, they're definitely going for the Premier League and Champions League. That's what clubs do. Do you know what I mean? When they're trying to go for something. And it's like basically an indirect shot, essentially, because our transfer window, let's face it, was shit.
You did speak on this, like, during the summer, how bad your window was, like, as the window was going on.
It's very, very bad. And so, going back to, if he doesn't fancy players, that's fine. The problem is when you don't fancy players and then you don't use them and you lose, your case is weakened. Whereas if you use them and you lose, you go, well, he brought them on and they didn't make an impact. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or if you don't use them and you win, you go, well, yeah, he was right not to use them because we're winning. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
I hear exactly what you're saying.
You need to strike a balance, and do something. I mean, I'm not calling for Garnacho to start because, as we saw by last night, it was just. Yeah.
We're going to get into last night. I heard the Lincoln fans, obviously I was watching the Real Madrid game, but I heard the Lincoln fans were giving him shit. That's how bad it was.
And some of the Chelsea fans giving him shit as well. So, I don't know. But yeah, and then, so, and then, honestly, I just remember, you and I are old enough to remember when this fixture, Chelsea Man United used to decide leagues.
Yes.
And now I think it's the worst top six fixture. It's just the worst.
Dreadful.
We bring out the worst in each other.
We do. Kind of like how me and you bring out the worst of each other on stream. I think United and Chelsea.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. I think that's a you problem. I think you're projecting. That's what it is.
Here you are bringing out the worst in me again.
I'm fine. I'm calm, serene. I just sit here, I just listen. I just contribute. Do you know what I mean? I don't know where you get this from. This false image you have of me. False image. That's what it is. But No, we definitely bring the worst out of each other. Like the
Agree
quality
with
is
that.
just,
It's dreadful. It's so
the
bad.
quality is just so bad.
And I think the managers are terrible as well. I think the managers tried to outdo each other on the weekend about who can be worse. Like,
Yeah, and
all the
Maresca
decisions from both of them.
that was the first time. It's the first time in like ages I've gone like, I questioned the manager and gone, "What are you doing? Like that? Your decisions make no sense." Do you know what I mean? Usually they make sense. You know, I'm able to follow why he did this, why he did that.
Yeah.
It just didn't make any sense. It was just very weird. And then, yeah, rolled on last night. Good Lord of mercy. I mean, that first half. Good God.
I didn't watch, but I heard it was really bad. Shout out to Eddie in the chat. I hear you. Yes, Manchester United have been linked to Mike Mignon. It's a whole different conversation, but go on. Carry on your thoughts, because I heard it was, in particular, the first half was really bad against Lincoln. And run up the likes people as well. They got Prime in the cut as well.
So we can roll into made multiple changes. Actually, it's a far stronger team than I thought he was going to go with. But he rolls in there in the first half. Lord of mercy. I think Doncaster hit not Doncaster. Lincoln hit the post within like a couple of minutes of the start. But honestly, no one in that first half. Honestly, it was just a appalling first half. No link up play. The passing was awful. And Trevor Chalobah. I mean, I tell you right now, this guy wasn't from Cobham. I swear. I'll tell you right now, he's
that bad.
Oh, he's awful. I know Enzo's pass wasn't very good. But Chalobah just like looks up and just waits. You know, he doesn't anticipate. He just looks up.
Have I joined just in time?
Let me have a look at this. I've not even seen the goals for this.
So so Enzo's pass isn't very good. It's lofted in his own area, but Chalobah just waits and waits. Doesn't even attempt to jump for the ball to head it or anything like that. It's another thing I've noticed. None of our defence jumps. I'm just finding the last couple of games they don't jump. They just watch. They're all like watching, getting a newborn puppies or something, and just like that above them with their food, you know, and they're just watching like that. They don't attempt to do anything, just like that. But yeah, and then they score, and then he gives them a rollicking. I know he gives them a rollicking at half time because like the first 10-15 minutes we come out and we scored twice. It's a banging goal from Tariq George, and then Buenos Natchez walks through the defence and scores. and then we go back to mellow passive football, and then Lincoln start being more threatening. But I don't know, but this Jorgensen goalkeeper, I mean, he's special, man. This Jorgensen goalkeeper, he's a special cat for us. I mean, he makes Sanchez look like Alisson. I'm telling you right now.
Is he that? Is Jorgensen that bad?
Don't say that.
Oh, he is awful. Honestly, no wonder Sanchez is smiling and doesn't fear for his job going. This guy is utter shit. I thought Sanchez was the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen. Jorgensen is the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen play for this club. He is crap. Do you know what I mean? I know what everyone goes. Oh, Maresca's forced to play Sanchez because of the hierarchy and stuff. No, he's forced to play Sanchez because Jorgensen is shit. That's why he can't afford not to play Sanchez at the moment. Jorgensen, oh my good God Almighty! Every time he came out for the ball, he didn't get anything. He flapped at everything. Honestly, he nearly knocked out Fofana in the first half. He didn't even connect and injured himself. He didn't even connect with anything. He is awful. Honestly, I'm so sick of talking about goalkeepers. I couldn't care less, man. They're just terrible. And some of the others as well didn't play very well. Garnacho. I'm not going to talk about Garnacho because he's shit. So that's what I expect. I just don't understand. It's not even. It's not. There's no point critiquing him because he's crap. Do you know what I mean?
Is he that? Is he that bad? That's actually let me still phrase that. Has he been that bad for you so far? That's what I'll ask.
Bro, he was diving against Lincoln. He was diving to get fouls against Lincoln. Do you know what I mean? He played both wings and he was equally as crap on both wings. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, absolute rubbish. you know, we had to bring on Neto and Cucurella and Esteval to see us through. I was fearing they were going to bring on Caicedo. I was going, no, fucking hell, we can't even get a night off against Lincoln. That's the worst bit. These players, these second string players couldn't even do the decent thing and beat Lincoln like properly. Do you know what I mean? We have to hold out for a 2-1 win against Lincoln. But then you get this rubbish report about this from this Indy Kyler account. It's not one guy, by the way. I don't know why people say it's like one guy. It's like 7 of them or 8 of them. There's just journalists for one account. But he comes out and goes, "Oh, Cole Palmer doesn't like the way his tactics are," which is shit, horse shit, because he gets freedom to do whatever the hell he wants. So I don't know why he wouldn't like the tactics. And then some of the players think Maresca is arrogant. How's Maresca shown he's arrogant? He's more humble than anything. And then the club's hierarchy are aware of the players' frustrations. Utter shit. They don't care about what the players think. Why do they care? The owners don't care. They just pump money into the goddamn thing. They don't know how it's run. Whereas these guys wouldn't still be in charge, you know. And then I went. Oh, it started now. You can just tell it's amped. If we like have the next 3 bad results, you can tell it's just going to amp up, which is, you know, Maresca's got to take. So I blame Maresca for in-game stuff, but anything else, I'm not blaming him for. No, you know, he just doesn't. He's not backed again. The second summer in a row, he's not back.
You're looking at the summer.
Summer again. We sit here again with question marks. You spend nearly £2 billion. But we sold nearly £1 billion. It's like, yeah, all those players we sold are the players they signed because they were shit. We just got good money for them back. You know what I mean? That's all it was. We signed We signed their shit players, and we sold their shit players for more money. Why am I sitting here? Going to after the Manchester United game and going? I'm just looking at the table and going. My starting centre backs right now, if we were ranking them in the Premier League, barely, if they even do, so that's arguable, make it into the top 10. Why am I sitting here as a Chelsea fan going, why did Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace have better defenders than my club at the moment? Why is it? How is that possible?
You know what? That's a valid point still.
How is that possible? Why am I sitting
here? Like Palace and Forest. Like our 2 centre backs we're terrible. And I think our 2 centre backs get on your side.
I was on the terrace the other week. Yeah. And, this new Chelsea fan, I never heard him for a few weeks ago, like Quest, because he makes some outlandish things so he gets on, so it's obvious, and that's fine. But he was a big adamant for the Garnacho transfer that we owed Manchester United because they signed Mount, and I was like in the comments going, "Are you fucking insane? What kind of logic is that?" He the other week goes, "Oh, Chalobah could definitely start for Liverpool," and I was like, "What? You mean Chalobah can start for Liverpool? Over who? Oh, Canate. What? What are we in? What are we in? It's just mental. That's what I mean. But we're sitting there going, hang on.
Let's have a go. You gonna get ample time. You know how it works there, man. He's got shit to get off his chest.
Sorry, Server. You continue. I'll call later. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
We go prime. Don't worry, man. You gonna get your time to say your piece.
I know how when you love to be interrupted, you let people do it, don't you? You know?
So hey, listen, my bad. You mentioned Chalobah and you triggered me. I'm sorry.
But I just sit here and I go, there's some people in this family. The goalkeeper thing. Oh, it's all right because we got freaking Mike Penders. Who the fuck is Mike Penders anyway? For you to come and tell me I've got to wait a year for him to come in because he might have a good spell at Strasbourg. If that's the case, why didn't Petrovic stay with us this season? And he played because he had a good spell at Strasbourg. He was their best player. He was the best goalie in Ligue 1. Why didn't he stay? Well, I've got to wait for Penders. And then the centre backs. Oh, it's all right. We got loads of centre backs. These centre backs are not good enough, and Maresca knows it. But he has to pick them because of injuries and the useless recruitment process. I know what's going to happen. If we get Maignan, we won't sign him for January. It'll be a free transfer for next summer. That's what it'll be, right? If a defender comes in, it won't be one that we sign. It'll be Anselmino or Sarr called back on loan. That's what it will be in January. That's all it will be. Trust me. We'll be linked to so many defenders, or linked to a few defenders. But it will either be all for next summer or it will be for, oh no, we'll record the loans and stuff like that. But there's no excuse though, no matter what you think of that performance last night against Lincoln. No. I don't care who was playing. There's nothing for that. No excuses whatsoever. And if Maresca had any hair, he would have ripped it all out yesterday. I'll tell you right now. I'm sure his eyebrows have gone. They're singed off. I'm sure they've gone. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, disgusting display last night. And, it's just... we've got a tough game Saturday because Brighton's no pushover.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You travel to Brighton, don't you? Yeah, you travel to Brighton.
No, they come to us.
Oh, they come. Oh, is that your place? Okay, that's correct.
And then we got and after that we got like 2 or 3 days of this Mourinho reunion bullshit. It's going to be for next Tuesday against Benfica. Fucking hell, do you know what I mean?
You don't feel it, no, man. Have a heart, surfer, man. One of your most successful managers ever.
It's not that. It's not that. We're going to get the old lovey-dovey things like him. That, how does it feel to be going back to Stamford Bridge? Ooh, my spiritual home, or whatever the fuck it is he says, and stuff like that. It'll be so emotional. Fuck off. Just get 3 points and piss off. I think it's really rubbish. So there we go.
All right. First, fair enough. Hey, big up Max for the raid. Big up everyone tapped in. Run up the likes, man. Hit the subscribe button as well, because we're only at 19 likes and there's over 40 of you lot in the building. Girls up to 40 likes. Hit the subscribe button. Flows yours, Prime, in regards to first and foremost. Yeah, we'll go with the Lincoln game. But I know you're going to have single out individuals that you want to criticize, but your thoughts on the Lincoln game and Maresca as well. You on mute, fam?
I didn't watch the Lincoln game.
Okay.
Because I decided, because I had 2 choices. Make money or watch Chalaba. So I decided to go and
Do the right choice.
I got home yesterday, went on Twitter. The timeline was filled with Chalaba slander and memes, and I smiled. So, I'm happy. It's kind of why I have the shades. I'm happy right now. You asked me where I stand on Maresca. Regardless of the fuck ups with the 2 Chuckle brothers, I'll be kind. With Maresca, the substitutions and just the brain deadedness is, I guess, kind of sackable. However, I did say after the Club World Cup that Maresca, if he does a few stupid things, he does a bit of benefit of it. I don't think he'd do something this stupid because we've played with 10 men before and he's never done anything like this. So I don't know what light switch flicked off. But, whatever. Just that can't happen again, especially against Man United. This Man United team. But yeah, everything Surfer is saying and stuff, we've all been. Well, I say we've all been. A lot of this fan base will complain about not liking the sporting directors, but then will praise the signings that we make, just to then complain again when things don't pan out. But at least all of us on here, me, Surfer, and Marshall and all of us lot, Lewis, we've been talking about these sporting directors. We've gone into another summer that's gone by where forget not backing Maresca, because regardless of the manager in charge, we've not actually massively improved this team. Still don't have a goalkeeper. Best center backs, our most experienced center back at our club is Trevor Chalobah, who we've been trying to flog for 3 years. He went to Palace, but this time last season he was on loan at Palace. Wasn't playing well at Palace. Barely played, and then we had to bring him back. We had to recall him.
Yo, Prime, sorry to interrupt. Move your camera down a little bit because the name tag is right across your face. That's all.
Oh.
Where your face, literally where your name is right across your face like this. Just move your camera down. Just do this with your camera. That's all. or the lid or whatever. Yeah, because it's just right in front of you. That's all. And you lot again, man, run up the. Are we only at 20 likes, man? We slacking on the likes. Double up the likes, people. Girls up to 40 likes. What we doing? Double up the damn likes. Get your questions in. Of course, want to make sure we get to your question. Super chat, people. But obviously, Surfer and Prime got plenty to say. Go on, floor's yours. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. What else am I saying? Yeah.
He was talking
We've not backed our we still don't have a goalkeeper. Yeah. Still have a goalkeeper. Our best our most experienced center back is Chalaba. He's apparently supposed to be world class. So what Surfer said about Quest saying, was it that he said he starts for Liverpool or something? Yeah, cool. That again. So you know when I keep saying that Chelsea fans told me last year this guy is world class. Yeah, you see how I don't lie. Okay, cool. But yeah, he's our most experienced center back. Our best center back, in whether you think our best center back is Fofana, who just cannot stay fit to save his life, or our best center back is Colwell, who just started to show a bit of like form in his potential toward the back end of last season, and he's now injured. We needed a center back regardless before Colwell got injured. And now that he's gone, we need 2 center backs. Tosin, I don't have necessarily as much of him towards because he's a backup to Colwell regardless. Chalaba is a starter. And that's why I keep saying that we should get rid of him. We sell him for 40 mil. That's pure profit because he's from our academy. And we can use that money to buy a center back that's better than him. Mark Wahe, I don't rate this guy highly, but he is better than Chalaba. Lacroix, Chris Richards are better than Chalaba. That's Palace. They've got better center backs than we have. Brentford have Nathan Collins, a better center back than what we have. Newcastle, Shar and Botman. I could go through the league. Man United, they'll finish 15th. And I'm taking De Ligt and Lenny Yoro over Chalaba and Tosin. I'm taking Romero and Van de Ven. And all these names I'm mentioning, they're not all of them are like the elite of the elite centre backs, by the way. They all have various levels.
I'm taking Tarkowski.
Yes.
You're taking really? You're taking Tarkowski and Bramthwaite?
Yeah,
I'm asking. First. Damn. Our centre back options they are bad. I can't lie. I can't even say nothing.
You know what's mad? I thought because I always knew our deficiencies. Obviously, you guys hear me complain about them all the time. But I thought City had their deficiencies, as do Liverpool not having squad depth, and Arsenal have Arteta. So I figured we could actually challenge and be in the race up until like March, April, and fall away. City improved on their defensive issue by signing Donnarumma. Liverpool have attacking depth, and Arne Slot is he's a quality coach. So he'll find a way to figure it out somehow. And Arsenal have quality depth, but they still have Arteta, so who knows with them. But in terms of us challenging, that ain't happening. Unfortunately. Like, we have 2 big games against Brighton and Liverpool. If we don't win both, this title race is done. And we're just about to enter, by the time we play Liverpool, we'll be in October. And this title race will be done. Because this is our easy run right now. This is the easy run that we should have won all our, let's say we should have won every game barring United because we struggled against you guys anyway.
You should have picked up more points than that. Really and truly, you should have beat us. You're being really real.
Yeah, because when we were down to 10 men,
despite the shocking record, you should have beat us.
Yeah, even down to 10 men, you guys weren't we were still better than you guys. But we had no attackers, so it didn't make a difference.
And I think if you leave attackers on the pitch, you get something from the game.
The panicking is just dumb. All we had to do, even down to 10 men, just safety pause, ride the wave of United attacks for 5-10 minutes. Then you guys will die down, and then we can just big up Elijah for that.
I've never heard safety pause before. That's funny.
Yeah, Mike. Too much in V. He says that a lot. But yeah, like that's all we had to do. Like just get through 5-10 minutes of United just trying to get players forward. You guys just will die down, and then we're fine. Or even if we just go into halftime with you guys still trying to attack us, it's still fine. 0-0, or even say 1-0 down, it's fine. Second half, we'll fix it, and then like worst comes to worst, it's 1-1. No one's really gonna blame you. We're gonna blame the people who actually deserve the blame because you messed up royally. Barring me, no one else is gonna give vim towards them. So, but yeah, there's like major deficiencies in the squad. We can't really play out the back. Barring Palmer, our creativity is like an issue. I think Buonanotte is like a good player, but Maresca doesn't really seem to rate him or at least trust him yet. So who knows? We spent close to 100 mil on 2 young left wingers just for our left winger to be Pedro Neto, and we have another quality winger out on loan in Kenda. We have 2 young center backs out on loan in Mamadou Sarr and Anselmino, and yet we have Chalobah and Tosin here. I'd rather have them here learning and Penders learning, because if we're not making the jump this season, then who cares? Let them play. Let them make mistakes. Let them learn. Let them learn in the actual system, because Maresca is also the sort of manager, if he doesn't really trust you, he won't play you yet. You'll have to work even harder to get into the team. So as we're kind of seeing with Santos, because Enzo's not been good this season, and he played a full 90 against United.
That's crazy. Him against 10 men, because he's not even the type of player you went out there with 10 men. Well, go on.
Exactly. And then he played against Lincoln, which again, I didn't watch that game, but so whatever. And he's going to play this weekend against Brighton. And then he'll play against Benfica. And then he'll play against Liverpool. And then I think it's the international break, which he'll play for Argentina. So this guy's just burnt out and just not on form. And he's still going to play. Whereas we have Santos, who could actually get in the team and play. Santos is a quality player. Put him in. Let him play. Hato, like people keep saying he's a left back, not a centre back. Bro, the guy is a centre back. Play him at centre back. We can't keep playing.
Give you the balance there as well. If he plays left-sided centre back, he can play. He's got a left foot. He can be his balance.
Because none of our centre backs can really play on the left, so just play him there. We need some sort of balance in how we build up. Speaking of which, Achimpong has put in the best centre back performance from a Chelsea player this season against Palace, going up against Mateta. Most centre backs in this league cannot handle Mateta, and he played pretty well against him. Why has he not played more games? I don't care about the experience ahead of him, because those experienced players are not better than him. Chalobah is not better than Achimpong. Is
it due to what you said, Maresca not trusting him to do the job? You reckon it's that?
He was ill last night.
And he was ill last night?
I don't mean last night. I mean in the Prem.
Well, I'm saying in general, yeah, because you said you think Maresca doesn't, if he don't trust players, he won't play them. Do you think it's that?
I don't know. Maybe it's just Maresca trying to make a statement of, I need players. So you're not playing certain guys. Like, not really playing Gittins or Garnacho. Because, fine, if people want to say they're not the best, fair enough. I don't rate Garnacho myself. I think Gittins is a talented player, but very young and like very safety pause raw. But against United, especially in the closing stages of the game, just throw on those 2 attackers and just let them just try something, because we had nothing. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Who cares? But at least try it. But you bring on Gusto and you play him left wing back. When we've seen him play on the left with last year, and it just didn't work. Regardless, the only positive thing about the United game is Reece played basically a full 90, or let's say 85 minutes as a left right wing back, and he's fine. He didn't get injured. Pick up.
Every time, man.
And Fofana didn't get injured against United either. So that's the only 2 positives in a league game. But then also Jorgensen,
Talk about
he's someone who I want to play because I just don't want to see Sanchez in goal. And people can say he's not good and whatever, fine. But you know, I use this analogy on Mike's stream. Flawless. What would you rather have? Would you rather be homeless or live in a house with no insulation?
house with no insulation.
That's why I want to play Jorgensen.
But the fact that my two options I've messed up.
He's not a house of insulation. He's a sleeping bag outside with no tent and it's raining. That's what Jorgensen is.
So at least I have a sleeping bag.
No, the sleeping bag doesn't zip up, and it's windy outside.
but with Sanchez, I'm naked out in the rain.
No, I'm telling you, that's why you needed to watch last night's game. Last night's game, he was atrocious against Lincoln. He was atrocious against Lincoln.
I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue against you guys that he's bad. I'm not deluded. I'm not going to argue against you guys that he's bad.
Prime.
But bro, the devil I
Sanchez.
don't know. I'm taking that over the devil I do know.
No.
Because the devil I do know makes me not want to watch Chelsea.
No, this guy would make you not want to watch football at all, let alone Chelsea.
Okay.
This guy,
all right, cool.
This guy's worse than Sanchez.
Okay, cool.
He's
so you know what
worse.
my other option is? Play Slolina. Because no one's seen
He's out
him
on
play.
loan, isn't he?
No, he's here. He was on the bench last night. Because I checked the starting lineup. I checked the lineup. You played Gittins. Who played right wing?
Gittins started right wing.
Because I saw the goals and he was on the left.
Yeah, that was in the second half.
Okay. And apparently Garnacho stunk as well, right?
He stunk on both. He stunk on both wings.
Well, I heard he was terrible.
40 million and a 10% sell-on clause down the drain. Great.
Hey, shouts to the Chelsea fans who told me he was going to do well at Chelsea. Sorry, go on as you were.
Yeah, big up Quest and them, man.
I want a list of them names. I swear to God, right?
Big up Quest and them, man.
It was back again. Like Monts had left, and then Troops was away because he was setting out, and me and Lewis was on the stream, so we was just in the chat, and then the chat was telling me how well some people in the chat, not all, how well Garnacho was going to do, and United's a graveyard for talent. Like, I don't know Manchester United players.
The problem is, we took one of the dead bodies in the graveyard out. That was the problem. Do you know what I mean? We literally grave robbed. We did some grave robbing at United at Old Trafford, bro, for Garnacho. You know what I mean?
Bro, he was born in that cemetery, bro. Cool. And Tariq George played as the 9. Fair enough.
Yeah, because
how did Buenanote play?
He did. First half, like with the rest of them, because I'm not going to single out any one individual. But first half, atrocious first half.
Okay, because everyone's
second half he started well, scored a great goal, but then sort of like with the rest of them, they just went passive and mellow. They just mellowed out after we scored the second. So he looks like your 12-year-old brother if he goes full kit wanker when you buy him the new season strip. Do you know what I mean? That's what he looks like. He looks like he should be playing in the park with his friends. You know what I mean? Instead of like.
Speaking of our sporting directors and our transfer activity, does it not worry you, Nick? Because Kenda is coming back from Chelsea from his loan. Does it not worry you next season that our most
He froze.
Because Neto will get sold.
Hey, Prime, say that again. You froze. Run that back from the top. He froze again. Prime. That being said, Prime kind of mentioned this, and to get your thoughts on this for Enzo Fernandez. Speaking of Enzo's, I almost said Maresca, someone who people have been criticizing, saying he's not been up to the standard. Your thoughts on his form this season? Should he be dropped? Should he continue to play? Should someone else be given an opportunity?
I think this whole thing with Enzo Fernandez is way out of proportion because people are going like he hasn't played well at all this season, which is not true. It's been very mixed. He hasn't played well the last couple of games. Last 3 games he hasn't played well, but the whole season is not true. Do you know what I mean? And it's like we're asking him to. I think we're asking him to do too much. We're asking him to play in a pivot with Caicedo and then join the attack. It's like pick one or the other. Do you know what I mean with him? Like last season, it was mainly as a box crusher, you know, and creative outlet and something like that. It's very easy in this fan base. I see all these people that come out who criticised Enzo before, rightfully so, that were very quiet last season. But now, because he's had a bad run, they're just waiting like that. But no one said anything about Caicedo's last couple of performances, because he was shit as well last couple of performances. You know what I mean? Old Trafford, he was appalling at Old Trafford. Gave away a penalty in Bayern Munich. No one said anything. Do you know what I mean? But because he's had consistency.
And do you think that's due so because of his good form, not just that start of this season, but also those 2 games last season, him being one of your better players? I think that's where that stems from.
But of course it is. But he gets such high praise that he shouldn't be then. It shouldn't be like because he's played well for a number of games. If he doesn't play well, no, that's what he bought him for. That's why he gets bigged up to play in these big games, to actually do well in these big games. Not a game against West Ham away or Fulham at home or something like that. It's the games against Bayern Munich, it's the games against Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? Where he's supposed to step up and step out, you know, and be a difference, and he hasn't been. That's my issue on Enzo Fernandez. He hasn't played well the last 3 games. Like I said, all season people say he hasn't played well all season, which is not true. He has played well in a few games. But I just think we are asking, like I said, we're asking him to do much. There was a stat read out. He covers like average about 11 kilometers a game or something like that.
Who's this, Enzo Fernandez? Yeah,
Enzo, yeah. People like call him lazy and lethargic. It's just not true. If he's lethargic, it's because he's been asked to do too much.
I think it's because of the way because he's not the most athletic. I think that's why people call him lethargic.
But he covers.
Yeah, because he doesn't look like an athlete and someone who covers a lot of ground. So therefore, you're going to receive criticism for that. He's not the fastest.
Even last season, he's up there for his work rate, which we know that as UK supporters, we love work rate as top attribute for people. You know what I mean? And covering the distance. But the issue is this though. I think with Lavia injured always, and now Sugo out injured for a while. It's hard to rotate them. Do you know what I mean? Because Enzo Maresca is going to go with trusted and tried. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to want to pick like a load of question marks and stuff like that. And Santos has done okay, but maybe he will start at Brighton. Maybe he will start against Brighton. Probably not because he played. Did he play all 90 last night? I can't remember.
I double check now. Give me a second. Yeah. Go on, carry on. I'll let you know in a second.
Got booked very early, so I don't know if he played all 90. But you know, critique Enzo, that's fine. But it's just over criticism. It's just too much. It's like I said, other players like Caicedo doesn't get it. Do you know what I mean? It's just madness.
Yeah, he did get taken off. He didn't play the full game. He did get taken off.
He might start Brian, because it's like I said, it's a very quick turnaround to an important Champions League game against Benfica. It's against his former club, and then we've got Liverpool the Saturday after. So
70 minutes he played against Lincoln.
Yeah, but that's it as well. He shouldn't have to play yesterday. He should be given a rest as well. We talk about a lot people, you know, having to go at him. He shouldn't be playing yesterday. He shouldn't be playing yesterday. I don't know why we couldn't. I don't know why we couldn't play someone else there. You know, I mean, we could have played someone else there. Don't know why he had to play there. It's just why does he have to be played? Why does he have to play against Lincoln? For Christ's sake, you know what I mean? Why does he have to do that? It's just bonkers. But you know, criticising him for his couple of last few games, I have no problem with. He hasn't been good enough at all. But this over criticising him is just needs to stop. I really wish you'd just come out and just say I don't like him. If you don't like him, then he's not going to be.
Then you know where it's coming from. The criticism over the top.
If we're talking about 23-24 season, totally understand where you're coming from because he was crap that season. But he was very good last season. Very good last season. And it's been mixed this season. But you know, it just won't change in some people's minds. I don't know what it is about him, like on the pitch, that they have this weirdness about him. But you know,
Oh, that's fair. That's fair enough. Big up to everyone tapped into the special one in the chat. I think Lavi is injured. That's where Lavi is at. There's over 70 people in the building. Are only at 29 likes, man. Hey, you lot, run up the likes, man. Girls up to 50 likes. What is going on with the slacking of the likes? Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel. Subscribe to the Clips channel as well. Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel link is in the title. Prime, where do you stand on the criticism of Enzo Maresca's been getting? Not Fernandez. With certain Chelsea fans saying he's not good enough, you want him out. He's under heavy fire. This game, poor performance, the Manchester United performance as well, and previous performances this season as well.
The people who are being trigger happy with getting Maresca out are people who don't back the guy anyway.
Okay.
Like the criticism he's getting now is not surprising because I said it after we won the Club World Cup that we'll draw against Palace and then people will start wanting him gone again. And lo and behold, we drew against Palace, and now like people are starting to turn and not giving him maybe a bit of grace. Fine, I get the United game was shambolic, so the anger there, whatever, I can't defend. But when you look at how we've been this season, barring the Lincoln game and the Brentford game, because I haven't seen those two, but the rest of the games that we played this season, the problems that we've seen on the pitch are the deficiencies that we have in the team. Against Palace, we couldn't build out. We were very, very slow on the ball. We massively missed Colwell. Gittins played that game, and he was just isolated out on the left. He didn't get opportunities to actually be on the ball and take on his the right centre back, I guess. Well, that's because
since West Ham, do you think Chelsea are putting a good performance?
Who have we played since West Ham?
So after West Ham, Fulham. This is across all comps. 1 second. Give me a minute. Where is it? So yeah, after West Ham, it was Fulham, Brentford away, Bayern away, Manchester United, and Lincoln.
I'm
just asking just to gauge it. Obviously, you lot are the Chelsea.
No, out of those 5 games you've mentioned, I've not watched 2.
Okay, so the 3 you have watched.
The 3, Man United was and against Bayern, we were good in spells, but overall just not good enough. There was no intensity. And against Fulham,
was it Fulham?
Against Fulham, what can I even remember from that game?
I think the second half. I think second half after we scored the penalty, we controlled the game. We just didn't.
Yeah.
We were 2-0 up, so we didn't really push for it because they really didn't cause us anything. I think second half against Brentford. Second half against Brentford, we were good. We just didn't press. We just didn't take our chances at all to wrap that game up. West Ham game, Palace game.
But overall, this season though, our deficiencies are like the things we've seen on the pitch are areas in the team that like we have deficiencies in. We massively miss Cole offensively, but what he does in our build-up. Without him, we can't really build out. We know the problems with our goalkeeper anyway. Like Caicedo's just being run into the ground, having to play every game basically last season, and also Enzo Fernandez. Part of his slow start to the season is I don't know. Maybe like I don't know if he's just a sort of like player, like his body type, where without playing consistently, maybe he puts on a bit of like weight. But also, he played so much football for us last year, and also so much football for the year before when he was injured with Poch. And he also played so much football the year before that when he was at Benfica and Chelsea. As well, and also at he's played a lot of football since coming into Europe, which again, fine. I guess I'm not even using that as an excuse. He shouldn't be playing right now. We should be having Santos in the team, but Maresca just keeps playing him because it seems like he just doesn't trust Santos right now. And Caicedo can't seem to get a rest because our only defensive midfielder that we have just cannot stay fit for us to play in for a few games. And Isugu, who we bought as a backup, he's injured right now and he just got surgery, I think.
Yep.
We don't have Delap's out injured, so we don't really have like a target man to be a battering ram in certain games. Palmer's out, so without him, our creativity dips. We have a 10, but the manager doesn't seem to like really rate him or trust him yet. We spent almost 100 million on 2 left wingers, but we're still going to start Neto out on the left, which the Skitten signings I don't have a problem with, but buying Garnacho when we needed to strengthen in other areas doesn't make sense at all. And if Palmer, like if they've known about this groin injury from Palmer and he might need to have surgery, then it makes sense why you are chasing Simmons. But why chase Simmons all window just to not sign him and then go spend money on Garnacho?
We were never going to sign Simmons. It was a smoke screen for Garnacho. We were never going to sign him.
Then why even bother trying to chase him?
Because it's a distraction technique. So we just go because remember it was all summer it was Simmons and Garnacho. So you because then in the psyche,
yeah, I know. But I'm just saying. Well, I know. I'm just saying it's dumb because that now just makes everyone like angry.
It's not. They didn't mean it to be dumb because they were never going to sign Simmons. It wasn't dumb on their part.
No. I know because like, I mean, to be fair, I don't even like rate Simmons highly, anyways. But if you know Palmer's going to be out with this groin injury, we need a 10. And you chase this guy all window when you could have used that time to get someone else. We needed a goalkeeper and a center back. And if you don't want to get a goalkeeper because Penders is the future, that's fine. Because I've watched Penders and I actually rate the guy. So fair enough. But we needed a center back before Cole got injured. We needed one after. Maresca said again after Palace, he wants a center back, but we'll see. And then this fan base said, why does Maresca think we should just spend money? You should figure out the problem yourself. Well, that problem went to the Allianz Arena in Munich and made mistakes in us losing against Bayern Munich. Bayern were not good against us either. But those problems made mistakes and we lost against Bayern. Those problems made mistakes against the worst United team I've seen. The worst United team Flawless has seen, and he's much older than me.
Do you know Bax the theory that, and it's different now because he's in the squad, but the fact that Buonanotte wasn't even picked in the Champions League squad, now he's in it, but he wasn't actually picked in it. That an unfit ACL knee-ridden Levi Colwell was picked in the Champions League squad ahead of this guy shows that Maresca doesn't want him and didn't want him, doesn't fancy him and stuff like that. This whole thing results. I don't know why people. The issue I have is, when are people going to just realise that, or stop being shocked by the recruitment of these sporting directors? I just don't understand. It's like, we all know we should all know the game plan by now. It's just whoever we're linked to will never sign them. Do you know what I mean? It'll be something out of the blue, or it'll be another young player like the João Pedro. Even the João Pedro signing, we weren't linked to João Pedro. It just happened in 48 hours. That's how that deal happened.
It's because, like, and I thought because I'd liked our first half of the window. I thought after the Club World Cup that that would change the mentality, that would change the mentality to actually make the appropriate step to at least put the challenge in this season. Not to actually win a league or the Champions League, but to at least take the step that's right there in front of us. And we haven't done that. So, yeah, that's why only 5 games in, I've woken up very early to it. And I've accepted it. It is what it is. It's going to be another mundane season. So that makes me now even more angry that the talented players we have out on loan could actually be a benefit for us in this squad. And they're not here. And we've got the guys that just aren't good enough again. And, like, I think we should still get top 4 quite easily, so I'm not really worried. But if for some reason Spurs perform above what even I expect from them, because I predicted them 5th, and they mount some sort of actual title top 4 challenge, and they make it difficult for us, and these bozos keep costing us in games, what if we finish 5th or 6th again?
Well, we're in
Like, worst case scenario.
We're in a top 4 race. We're not guaranteed top 4. This is a top 4 race with this squad. Right,
I still think, because I still think we're better than like some of the ones under, so I still think we'll be fine. But
too many bozos in this team. Too many.
I know, but I look at Spurs. I don't. I look at Spurs.
I'm not even talking about Spurs. Just generally, I think there's too many bozos that will cost us just all over the pitch. They will just we'll have these we'll win 3 in a row and then not win 3 in a row. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. Yeah. It's like that. We'll do that. You know, and it's rinse and repeat. That's what it is. And you know, it's just people just need to realise that, you know, when you can talk about, I think it's a waste. You can talk about Clear Lake out and Blue Car out, but it's just like they're billionaires, unless another billionaire's going to buy them out, nothing's going to change. Do you know what I mean?
They can't. They had signed a 10-year
directors. They gave sporting directors. Well, they could sell Blue Car to another. That's how they get out. That's how they get out of it. But they gave the sporting directors a 6-year contract extension for I have no idea why. Yeah, because it wasn't them doing their job, and then this is what they did. This is their reaction for us going into the Champions League. This is their window. This is their recruitment drive for us. It's a disgrace. And we end up pulling up where Maresca has such bad recruitment that Maresca can't rest some of the players because some of the players that bought in are either now injured or they're just not experienced enough. And that's the problem.
Maresca tried you remember early last season, Maresca tried the rotation against Newcastle and it didn't work.
Yeah.
That's why Maresca became so risk adverse to rotating last year.
He did a lot during he did it during the Conference League, but that's because the opposition there was shit.
Yeah, but I mean in Prem games.
What was the game he rotated against Newcastle away? Was that Newcastle, right?
It was League
in the Carabao Cup.
He rotated a hell of a lot. Like there, we don't rotate that much.
Yeah, against Brentford, again, I didn't watch the game, but I did see the lineup, and judging from the reaction from Chelsea fans, we stunk.
Yeah, you did.
With big rotation. So that probably makes me think that Maresca's going to be now a bit risk adverse to rotating.
Very much so.
Like in the league anyway. So
yeah.
I don't know. And also for Chelsea fans that want Maresca,
I think you finished top 4. Go on.
Yeah, big up, Chelsea. For Chelsea fans that want Maresca gone, all right. Who do we then get? Who are these sporting directors going to get?
Exactly.
These guys, will they get someone better than Maresca? No.
You don't trust them to get anyone better than Maresca?
No. Okay. Bro, I said after they sacked Poch, the next guy has to work. The guy next guy has to start. And Maresca,
in regards to work, in what sense? Like, has Maresca not done what he was supposed to do so far?
He is doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But again, he's also limited to limited in terms of him being inexperienced, but also limited in terms of the squad quality.
Should he be doing better though so far this season?
He should do he should have done better for the Man United game in terms of his reaction. Like that. Yeah. The Brentford game I don't blame. Okay. The Brentford game I don't blame him for because I thought rotation is fine. And rotation is fine if something goes wrong, the manager notices it and tries to fix it, which he did at half time. And he put Palmer on. It was just that idiot didn't mark the player at the back post and they equalised in the last seconds of the game.
Alejandro, man.
Yeah. Apart from that, The Bayern Munich one, I don't blame him for in terms of there were individual mistakes. Like the Chalobah one's unlucky because it's fist across and it's hard, it's hard to react like that. But Caicedo gives away a penalty, and Gusto fucking lobs the ball back or passes it backwards into Kane's path. The only problem I had with the Bayern Munich game was, and overall, actually, this is a bit where Maresca does have to take blame. It's just we're just too passive. We're not aggressive enough. Like after the Bayern Munich third goal, it was like half an hour left of the game, and we were just very passive, very mellow. We just seemed to accept the result. We couldn't get anything, and same against United. We didn't really do anything that second half until we scored, and then after that we didn't do it. And yesterday we went 2-up, and again just went back to being passive, trying to just see it out. Not really doing much. But I mean, Esteval had a chance in the second half. He should have scored, but it's just that thing where we just need to be more. I'm not saying you go 100 miles per hour each game because no team can do that, but just when you have the advantage, just press it and just stomp on them, so that they don't have any thoughts about making any comeback or something.
Is that on him or is that on the players?
I think that's on both, but he's the one who needs them to. Because the problem is, it's not just singled out to one game. It's sort of like it's
multiple.
It happens in nearly all the games where we're not aggressive enough in terms of our play. And I'm not saying like fouling people, but just like taking the game to people. We're just not that aggressive.
For me, a big part why I defend the guy is because I know what these sporting directors are like. This will get worse because they won't get someone better than Maresca. I don't trust them to get someone as good as Maresca. I really don't. They brought in Potter and Pochettino, and then they went and got a championship manager, and then now Maresca seems to be working, but they went and got someone from the championship. And they haven't really given him players or not even say him players. They haven't improved the Chelsea team in general. We still have the same deficiencies that we had last year. And under, not even last year, what we had under Poch. Because under Poch, we still needed a striker, we needed a goalkeeper, we needed at least one defender. I still have those. I'm still asking those questions. I don't have a goalkeeper. I don't have a center back. I don't have a striker.
I feel
that's the striker problem with the lap, fine, but I still don't have a goalkeeper or a center back. So if people want to say sack Maresca, also, I'm seeing people talk about Pochettino. Did people not remember when we had Pochettino and we struggled in the Carabao Cup rounds? We struggled to get to that final of the Carabao Cup with Pochettino in charge. So I don't want to hear people complain about Lincoln last year. Poch struggled in all the rounds in the Carabao Cup. He struggled against what we played: Brighton, Newcastle, Middlesbrough, home and away. That first leg we got outclassed 1-0 against an injury-riddled Middlesbrough side that Carrick was manager of. Carrick spoke after the game and said that he used Ben Chilwell as a press trigger. No. So, for me, and I don't trust. Maresca. He's not. It's not gonna get massively worse with Maresca because I do actually think he is a good coach. So, whatever. Even if we end up top 4 race, worst comes to worst, I still believe we will get top 4. But
I think the benefit for you that there's not two strong teams like in 5th and 6th currently as of right now. Yeah. I think that's the benefit for you lot.
Yeah, because the teams that are competing for Europe, they with Newcastle and Spurs, they're also in the Champions League, and they won't be able to handle playing 2 games a week because the Champions League games they have are going to be like quite difficult. I know people think Spurs have an easy fixtures in the league phase, but I'll be real, I don't trust Spurs, so they're going to make it look more difficult than it needs to be. I know Villa have started off poorly so far, but Villa, who people before the season had in a potential top 4, top 5 race.
Yeah, Villa have been awful.
And they're playing in Europa, so that's going to be their focus all season. Palace, they don't have the depth to be able to do Europe and Premier League, so I expect them to like be inconsistent in the league to focus on the conference, you know. And Forest, they not have Ange, so who knows what they do, you know. So I think top 4.
One of the centre backs went off with a hamstring injury tonight. Is it Milinkovic or something like that?
Did he? Did he get injured? Did he get injured?
Apparently, he got hamstring. Yeah, tweaked his hamstring.
But it doesn't. But listen, he wins in his second season, so it doesn't matter.
He might not make it as his second season.
But
he always wins something in the second season. Don't do that.
Well, if they go down, they could win the championship, I suppose.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, but no, it's just, I don't know. It's just frustrating. But for me, from my personal perspective, like, you know, I still expect us to get top 4. I still think we will win a domestic trophy. So I'm just gonna enjoy the chaos that comes with it. You know, Chalobah, Sanchez, big up, man. Big up. I'm gonna enjoy the chaos.
I don't know how you can enjoy that chaos, though. That's the thing.
Surfer, you knew me in 22-23. You knew how I enjoyed the chaos.
That wasn't chaos. That was just pure depression.
No, it's chaos for him because Prime like seeing, whether it's Chelsea fans or not, Prime's like seeing other fans in complete distress. He enjoys it. Look at the smile on his face. He's an agent of chaos. He's Captain Chaos, as his name. Look at him. Look at him smiling just at the thought of it. He loves it.
But that's
seeing people in meltdown.
I shouldn't, but that's fine. But it's like my mind can't get. It's like I don't want to enjoy this chaos. I'm not saying you need to. I'm saying I'm just in general as a fan. It's like
I know, but I still know we'll get Champions League football again, and
don't get misunderstood.
I expect us to win a trophy. So long as that stuff is gonna happen, then you know, Chalobah and Sanchez making a calamity every like 3 to 5 games. I can smile at that.
Every 3 to 5 games, they're making one nearly every 3 to 5 minutes.
Look at him. Look at the smile on it. You don't see Prime smile like this. We're talking about Italian Bundes. Look at the smile on his face, man. He loves it. Yeah, like don't get misunderstood. Proper piece of shit.
Surfer. You didn't see me on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I was fuming, bro. I wanted to punch a wall. Now,
I'm telling you right now, if you'd watched the game yesterday, you would have put your head through the wall. Especially after that first half. So
hey, listen. Who cares? We're through to the next round. Get me my domestic trophy, bro.
Oh no! That old chest.
See how he is. See how he stays.
All right, we're through to the next round. That was one of my positives. That was one of my positives from last night. The game. I had 2 positives from last night. The game ended and we're through to the next round. That's my 2 positives from that game. I saw
Jorgensen tried to make a punch and he almost knocked out Fofana.
He did. He knocked him out.
Superman. Hey, you know what? Brighton this weekend.
I'm with that. Hey, goalkeeper, come and collect everything. 100%.
Hey. Yeah, no, I know. But, you know, Brighton this weekend. We saw what Sanchez did last season against Brighton. Yeah. Let's go.
There's no Palmer. There's no Palmer to score 4 goals again, like he did last year.
Surfer, remember the second half of 22-23 after the World Cup?
Unfortunately,
mid-season. Yes. Remember when was it the second game? I think we played. Was it Bournemouth or Forest? And Reece was in the 11. And remember, I made a prediction when he'd get injured, and I was right. Yeah, cool. I might start making predictions when Chalobah and Sanchez will make errors, bro. I need something to live for this season, bro, and this is what I live for.
I don't need to make it. There's no need
Piece
to
of
make
work, this guy.
predictions. There's no need to make predictions with Sanchez. He makes one nearly every game. People just don't, because it doesn't cost us. That's why he doesn't get called up on it. Do you know what I mean?
You know, Surfer, you're forgetting top 5 shot stopper in this league. That's what Marshall told me.
Oh,
Marshall didn't say it. Yeah, Marshall did say that.
Marshall said top 5 shot stopper in this league.
No, he
Arguably
didn't,
top
man.
10 in the world.
No, he didn't.
Like
say
11, 12th in the world.
No, he didn't, man. You put whatever in his mouth, man.
I'm not lying. It's on Casually FC. It's there.
Nah, he didn't say this, man. AI, man.
Ask
AI
him.
didn't say
Ask
that,
him.
man. So I'm about Marshall.
AI.
Marshall-
This is. Oh, you don't know about Marshall? He defended Nkunku. He defended Ziyech.
Because he's proper Chelsea like you. That's why, man. That's where that stems from.
Right.
Marshall-
I don't want to
Marshall-
be proper Chelsea anyway. It's overrated. I don't want to be Chelsea.
Marshall would be, if Marshall had kids and they were in a sports day and they finished like 7th out of 8th, would the next day buy a T-shirt that said, "My kids finished. I'm so proud. My kid finished 7th in a race." That's what Marshall would do. Do you know what I mean? That's a. He's very
slander of my guy Marshall.
He's very like, yeah. I give up on people.
Marshall.
Give up on Marshall.
No, not on Marshall. Just general.
No. Give up on Marshall. Marshall is the guy who, you know, he thinks the Sanchez agenda, quote unquote, is you know, we do too much. We go too far. I've not gone far enough. So, you know.
It was last night's performance of Jorgensen will only strengthen his resolve regarding Sanchez.
Cool. And when Sanchez makes a mistake against Brighton, Benfica, Liverpool, I'll smile. So.
See, look, smile. Chelsea fan people. I'm telling you, man. Piece of shit. I'm telling you. Run up the like, Shula.
I'm a what?
40. Girls up to 50 likes. I said. I heard exactly what I said. I said, Chelsea fan, look at him, people. Piece of shit. That's what I said. You want to say it loud?
Hey, hold on. Who's the real piece of shit? Who's the real piece of shit? Me or Chalobah and Sanchez? Who's the real piece of shit?
You.
Me.
You? Why would you mean? You. Look at you smiling at the fact they're going to cost Chelsea and the stress that Chelsea.
But we're still going to achieve our goals. So.
I don't even know what our goals are anymore.
Yeah, what are the goals?
Hey, listen, as long as you get me top 4 and I win a domestic, then
top 4, you know.
Right, so we're Arsenal.
Top 4, you know. Mad thing.
We're Arsenal under Wenger.
I mean, it's the bare minimum, right? It's the bare minimum, but
yeah. So it's not really saying that should be a goal. It's
seems to be some people's maximums at the moment.
Yeah, top 4, you know.
I say goal, but it's the aim for the season. So, and I want a trophy. So
the trophy thing I hear. The trophy thing I do here, but yeah, like I say, because of everything you put, like Chalobah or Sanchez is going to cost you in the cup competitions. Hey, you lot, run up the likes, hit the notification bell.
Oh my God!
YouTube channel. Now you said this, yeah, we'll be laughing.
Why do you have to say that, man?
That's exact because you know how the footballing universe works, in particular in this content creator space. We've watched this happen many a time where people have been
bro, my crash out,
It's great. It was like you when you was disrespecting Didier Drogba for Ivory Coast and then got dunked on and then lost the AFCON final. See how things happen.
Did I disrespect Drogba?
Yes, he was dunking on Drogba for his spirit.
Do you have the clip of it?
Yeah, the clips is there. Yeah, they're on the Q&A. I don't have the clips, but the live stream's still up. Yeah. Now what?
Football works in mysterious ways. I laughed at John.
And that's how you lost. You dunking on one of your greatest legends for his lack of success in AFCON is why you lost the final in 4K. Lovely,
I dunk on him. I spoke the truth. He doesn't have enough.
Yeah, sure. Nah. It was dunking. Hey, people can go. Hey, people, all you have to do is go to the Q&A before the last AFCON final.
It wasn't it was a free throw at best, bro.
Right, it wasn't, and it was sustained, continuous dunking as well. That's
it's like a 2-pointer, bro. It's a 2-pointer.
That man literally stopped a war, and you're dunking on him for not winning.
Well done. Hey, what an AFCON!
Unbelievable.
This attitude is why Nigeria lost the AFCON. That's it. That's how the football is.
They're not going to the World Cup either. So,
football's a humbler. You know what I'm saying?
Surfer, I said this before the last World Cup, and I said before this one, I don't want to go to the World Cup and get embarrassed. So I'm cool.
It's crazy. Hey, big up, AKA, big up, man. Every single time. Shouts to everyone in the chat as well. Because I'm trying to dig in. Go on. You're gonna go.
Head off because I've got to work.
Blessings, all good stuff, man. I'll catch up with you soon, man. Big up every single time, man. Big up every single time. I'm Manchester United people. We've randomly been linked to Mike Maignan. Reports are coming out stating, no, I don't know the actual source, but it's been reported. I've seen several content creators speak about this. I've seen this on socials as well. So this is nothing reliable. This is just rumors coming out stating United have been linked to Mike Maignan, the manager, like he's still going to be here them times next summer. Wants a more senior goalkeeper. Obviously, we was linked to Emi Martinez in the summer, didn't end up getting him as well. To me, just stinks of just lack of preparation. Maignan was available this summer. So if Maignan was available this summer, why have you waited now till a month into the season to go, all right, let's go get Mike Maignan. Go get Maignan and Laments. I just have two goalkeepers because neither Onana or Bayandera are good enough. I'm at a loss as to why we've done it this way. And it just, again, just lack of preparation. Because we could have done with Maignan. I've not watched him like that recently, but I know he's better than what we have. And he wouldn't have been expensive either. I think, how much was AC Milan asking for? 20 million, was it? 25 million? How much was it, Brian?
Yeah, 24, something like that.
24 million. So we could have signed two new goalkeepers for like 42 million. That's Garnacho money. Come. That money we got from Chelsea would have been calm. Like, and then you just go sign two goalkeepers. I'm at loss. Makes no time. Again, just lack of preparation. Everyone knows we needed a goalkeeper. Go and address it. What is this? Oh, we're waiting. Why are we talking about waiting till summer, a month into the season? Goes to show we didn't do what we were supposed to do in the summer. Now we talk about preparation and intent. Like, go and sign the players that need, and it's not like Maignan's big money or he's big wages like that. Go sign him. We even took our time with Lamens, and then even on the Lamens side of things, it's no surprise to me he's not playing. Because the manager, as it's stating in these reports, wants an experienced goalkeeper. And it seems that our board and ownership is just not on the same page with the manager. Because this has happened with Lamens, it's happened with Sesko, it's happened with Xerxes, it's happened with Maignan. So this is a common theme where the managers rate, the ownership rates a player, but the manager doesn't. So it's like, why are you so far away in your thought processes? It's like, don't you have conversations surrounding these things? Because this manager don't want to play Sesko, don't want to play Xerxes, don't want to play Maignan, don't want to play Laments. But these are four players you brought in. Actually, I think Xerxes might have been before. Yeah, I think Xerxes is the only one before. I tell a lie. Xerxes was the season before. So, yeah, this Prime guy is crazy, yo. This guy is mad. Yeah, we're being linked with players, yet this manager is still here. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's happening. Prime will be back shortly, people. But yeah. Being linked with players, yeah. I'm just confused, Matthew. Befuddled. I don't understand it. Whatever. What else is going on? I know there's not much with Manchester United. What's this, though? Again, more reports about summer. Goes to show how we didn't get everything we needed in the summer because there's already talks about next summer and improving. How about improve now? United are ready to lead the way in the next summer race for a number 6 midfielder. Elliot Anderson, Carlos Baleba, and Adam Wharton are among the deep-lying midfielders expected to be in high demand for major European clubs, with Baleba valued over 100 million. That's from McGrath and Mike. Yeah, Baleba and Wharton are two we've been linked with forever. Well, not forever, but for a significant amount of time. Elliot Anderson's English, so it makes, and obviously got his England cap, so it makes sense that Manchester United are also linked with him as well. Any English player with any buzz is going to get linked to Manchester United. That makes all the sense in the world. I wouldn't go and get him, but us being linked with these, I would believe Wharton was 2 players we needed in the summer. Go get one of them. Or go get those profiles. Everyone knows we needed central midfielders, but we chose, to whatever reason, reject the money for Bruno. And now it's a problem area. And then reports are coming out saying Bruno doesn't want to play in a deep lying playmaker role. Who would have thought? We would have thought he's already cost us 2 goals in these early games. Again, it's just it just don't make no sense to me. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, go.
the window you've had,
Mm.
from the perspective of players you brought in, right? You're happy with it, yeah?
Yeah. I have no issue with any of the players we brought in. It just wasn't enough. But the 4 players we brought in, I go, yeah, okay. Sesko was the only one I have a real major question mark of because of the price. If Sesko was 20 million cheaper, I wouldn't have any issue with it. But for that price, I'm not hearing about, I said this at the time, about potential and ceiling and all this type of stuff. Nah, I ain't with that. Because he was more expensive than Mbeumo, can you?
The reason I ask, like, okay, so you've spoken to guys who defend Amorim. What do they think of your window?
To be honest, everyone is putting in general consensus that the window was good.
Why? I think that's weird. Because
it's because we didn't get enough. But people, when I say it was good, it's like because the players we brought in was good enough, but we needed more. So let's say United, you think general consensus was United needed 6, 7 players. The fact we only got 4 is the issue. Even though the 4 that we got, cool. I don't really have an issue with the 4. Like I said, Sesko is the price point, but we didn't do enough. That's more so on the board. Also, we did well sales price as well.
Yeah, but why I think it's weird is because if the players that you brought in, right, are for obviously just quality in general and not about Amorim, then that's fine. But if you're someone who defends Amorim and wants him to stay and build and whatever, then you shouldn't be happy with this window because you didn't sign any players to actually improve his system. His wingbacks are very important to how he plays, as are midfielders, and you've not signed any of them. Instead, you spent money on.
He wasn't back. I have heard that through the grapevine. People have said that.
No, but it's true. He didn't get like back. I'm not saying he should have, by the way, but he didn't get back. And if you do defend him, then you should be very angry with this window. I rate Mbeumo. I actually think like he's your best forward. However, you shouldn't have. If you defend Amorim, you've wasted money buying Mbeumo because you could easily have played Ahmad in the 10 and bought 2 quality, or at least buy 1 quality right wing back and buy a central midfielder. If you do back Amorim, you should be angry that you kept Bruno because you could have used that 100 mil to buy a central midfielder and a quality right wing back.
You know where your argument falls down, Prime, because you're expecting people who are Amorim in to have sense.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, because I was listening to, I think Maignan talk maybe last week, and I think someone made a good, big up Saeed. Like, someone made a good point, I think, about that, and I was like, you guys didn't back Amorim, and I don't know why the United defenders don't talk about it.
Because they're too busy trying to defend everyone else. It's just low on the list. Because there's so many other talking points and so much other conversation, they have to. There's like Manchester United not keeping clean sheets is not spoken about because of everything else.
Yeah, but this is actually like, if you want to have valid reasons to defend Amorim, this is actually probably the biggest valid reason to defend. That we didn't get his players, so that's why we're still bad. This is like the perfect reason.
All them excuses was done. Reason why, because what they tripped themselves up, a lot of them was because of once we get a preseason and once they get training and 1 game a week, the team will be better because they'll understand the system.
They didn't think new players would help.
They added in the new players as well, but it was new players. It was getting rid of certain players. It was preseason training. It was 1 game a week. They were the things that they mentioned beforehand. Once he has a preseason under his belt, the team's going to be better because the players will understand the system. These are things that were said. All right, cool. Same way I was told here that preseason we look much better. And wait till the season starts. With the vast majority of these same players. Because obviously Mbeumo was late. Sesko and Lemens was late. It was only Cunha who was here. This is what got said. So they can't then turn around and say, he wasn't back. No, it wasn't that. Because you said this is what was required preseason. I remember this. It was preseason. That was a major talking point. Was once he has preseason, he'll be fine because we forced him out of his job unfairly. So therefore, once he gets a preseason under his belt, these players are going to understand the system. So the 5-6 months in the season don't matter that he had. And that's it. They just gonna continue to make excuses for him regardless. That's why I just don't even have to have the argument anymore because everyone's shit up about it. A couple of them crawled out the woodwork because we won, because we beat you lot.
Yeah. I don't know.
But for the most part,
I was thinking about, I was like, because and it just made me remember, because obviously speaking about Chelsea and stuff and the team not being improved, and I was thinking with United, if Amram's the manager or your manager for the long term, you guys haven't like backed him at all. Yes, you've improved United, the team, like once he's gone, but in terms of what Amram wants, you guys haven't improved them at all.
No,
you haven't. But I don't know.
They don't want it, and that's what it is. That's why you're hearing a different. That's why they have a difference of opinion on players like Lamens and Sesko. So why keep him? But they kept him because of sheer ignorance and just complete negligence, in my opinion. Because they just don't want to admit they was wrong. Because we've given you more and we look worse. We've given you better tools to do your job and we look worse. So it's kind of like, and that's why when people show up, he was telling me all this, that, and the third in the summer. I keep asking him what happened, what went wrong, what didn't happen that you thought was going to happen. But I just hear nonsense, and I'm like, no, I thought he was going to play Bruno in the 10. Why? And we just signed him, Bruno, couldn't you?
I thought you made Bruno.
Someone said that to me a couple days ago. Oh yeah, I need you to clip that part.
When you walked out.
Yeah.
When you walked
out.
I
just walked out. I just left the stream. I just turned up all the lights and left the stream. When
did that conversation start?
What, on that stream, or you mean in general?
That stream.
Oh, it's timestamped. Shout out to Manji, put it in the timestamps. Because who I was going back and forth with, I can't remember his name, big up. He was one of the people that I was sparring with in the summer that said we was going to be much better. And then I hadn't seen him. That's the first time I've seen him, I think, this month. So then I was like, so what went wrong? And then he mentioned, so he was going back and forth. So I said, all right, where do you have us finishing in the league now? Where did you have us before? And he said, we had us third or fourth before the season started, fifth or sixth now. So I'm like, what happened in 5 games? And then that's when the conversation then kicked off.
Bro, it's mad because
I had someone in the chat who was like, I was like, where have you been? Oh, I've been working. So you've been working the entire time, but conveniently pop up when we win. All right, cool.
How much did you? And Bremo cost what? Around 60.
And Bremo was 70.
70, and how much was Cunha?
62.
So like 130-ish mil.
Yeah, call it 130.
Which again, those two improved the team post Amarim. But if you're building for Amarim's system, you could have just played.
I don't think they're building for him. I think they're just adding talent.
No. I know. I agree with that. But if you're defending Amarim, then then you could just say that money that you spent on Mbeumo and Cunha, you could easily just play Bruno and Ahmad in 10s and then spend that 130 on a midfielder and a wing back.
Just sign them two. Sell Bruno for the 100 M's and bring in 2 midfielders and have a whole new team.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That too.
Again, this is sensible. Shouts to Yan City as well. Hope you're blessed, Yan. Hope you're blessed. When's the last time I sparred? Properly was like, I said, before Carnival. I ain't sparred since then. Like, I've had little back and forths, but I've not had any. There's been no 12 rounders. There's been no championship bouts. There's been no pay-per-view numbers where everyone sat and went, all right, this is going to be good. Let's see this. It's been light, like back and forths. Like, for instance, somebody who asked me a question, I respond, and that's that. Like, even with my man, that was just light. There wasn't really anything like any back and forth with the questions. Because I want answers the same way that I get asked a lot. This is what with people who thought we was going to do well, I keep asking them, what went wrong? And they can't really give me any plausible answer. And you know why they can't give me any reasonable reasons as to what they went wrong? Because their logic was mashed up from to begin with. It was all hope. Because I don't really get an answer. When I ask people, what did you expect to happen that didn't happen? I'm not really getting. If I think a team's going to finish 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, I think a team's going to do well. And then it doesn't go that way at the start. I can give you a list of things of, well, I thought this was going to happen, this was going to happen, this was going to happen, this was going to happen. I thought the manager would do this, this, and this. I actually have a list of things logically. People ain't got no answers. That's why most of them have ran. Like I need to one day when I get time, actually go back through them Q&As and Man Them United solos from the summer and actually pull up some receipts. Because some of the stuff I was hearing was crazy. I ain't done a fan calling show in a minute, so I can't call out certain people from fan calling shows. I know they're calling. I can't wait to hear from my guy Moose. Because he told me how it was going to be so much better. And we had the debate after, what game did we lose? We lost the game, was it Grimsby? Not the Grimsby game, the one after the Grimsby game. And me and him got into a heated debate about it. Shout out to my guy Moose. But he told me how it was going to be so much better. It might have been now, it was after the Fulham game. Okay. It was after Fulham.
I'm looking to see Addicted to
It might have been Grimsby actually. Let me double check. I think if I'm correct. Let me just look.
If I'd call it, I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah, it was Grimsby. You know what I'm saying? It was Grimsby.
I'm still looking to see.
You said she's your biggest fan, Charles Yancey. Go on, fam.
Hi. I'm still looking to see Addicted to United.
Yeah, in his defense, I know Iopa is busy, but he emailed me when was it? After one of the early games and said he'll be back around. So he'll be back. He can't run. I don't think he's actually running. I think he's sorting out some stuff. But my point is he'll be back and we're having a conversation.
He clipped up.
Because he had a lot to say to me.
Yeah. His calling, he actually clipped that up and put it on his TikTok. I've seen it.
Love that, man.
So he's definitely not.
Did he shout me out on that? Did he shout me out? Did he put Sarcasm City TV in the bio in the I don't know how TikTok works in the title or anything? What do you put in the title?
I didn't watch it. I know it's on there because
cool. Yeah.
The screen, the thumbnail is YouTube.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Love that, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, that's why I said, because me and him went. He super chatted on back again. And then he had emailed me and then was like, yo, I'm calling, no disrespect. And I was like, that's cool, man. We're going back and forth. And he was like, yo, you say a lot that I disagree with. Cool. Let's have the conversation. All this nonsense. How we going to do this, that, and the third? Because like I said, I want explanation. I want detailed analysis of what went wrong. I keep stating this. What didn't happen that you thought was going to happen? Who was supposed to play well that is not playing well? Who was supposed to link up, who's not? What's Amorim doing that he's not supposed to? Because the changes, the Manchester United change from the fans needs to be studied. From the 25th, go check the 25th of August to the 25th of September. No, when did we play Fulham? I think we played Fulham the 24th or 25th. Go check before the Fulham game, people. So the 23rd of August to the 25th of September and see the switch that Manchester United fans and the confidence and how bad it is. And it's it's been 2 games. Fulham and Grimsby were the nails in the coffin. They were the 2 where people went. I was like, okay, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Pull that back him, though.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because people going down the hill. Same way there's people who still back cartel. Because people similar to Ineos, don't want to admit when they're wrong. I openly say, hey, I called things wrong. Did I think we would get 40 million for Garnacho? No. Got that one wrong. Did I think Isak was going to go Liverpool? No, called that one wrong. I openly say that. Hey, you know what? I called that one wrong. Whoever's in the chat, hey, you got that right. Props to you. I just keep it stepping. Nobody died. It's not the end of the world. But people just want to die on the strangest of hills. It's not even a manager who's won us anything. This is a manager who won as a Prem or champs. I'd understand it. I get it. Bro. I'd be like, all right, that makes sense.
He's not won back-to-back Premier League games.
Yeah.
Never mind. Premier League.
Yeah, 100%. Now, he ain't ducking smoke over here. Z's elsewhere. I already blocked him off the channel. But yeah, Z's elsewhere. I don't know qualms with him, but yeah, Z's elsewhere.
Was that Z Gold or something? Gold?
No, it's just Z. Because he's one of them because of he had so much to say in the chat, but then I think people was there, they'll remember this. When me and him was sparring and go back and forth. Then I was like, all right, go on.
He's not the guy you had a show with. That's a different guy.
No. There's someone else.
Okay.
Z's someone else who's in the chat. Z was someone who was on my case consistently, constantly. And then it got to the point where I said, you know what? Colin, let's have the conversation. Like, I've got where is it? The show, I bet the thing's still here. 1 second. I think I've still got what's it called? I'll show you lot now. Where is it? Is it this one? It's not even there. But I've got it's not even a members only thing. But I've got one anyway. I can't remember what the show was called, but it was a debate. It was Talk Your Issue. It was a debate thing. And I was like, yeah, Colin, let's have this conversation because I'm tired of you being in my chat and on my case. And then he was like, nah. No, he wasn't like, nah. He was like, I was like, yo, we can do this tomorrow. Nah, I'm busy. All right, the day after tomorrow. Nah, I'm busy. Weekend. Nah, I'm busy. When are you free? I'll work around you. Nah. And then it was, I don't know how to use StreamYard. I'll show you. It's really easy. All these excuses. This was going on for half an hour. Then it was, I don't want to get cooked for my opinions. So I was like, the same thing you're doing to me right now and have been doing for months. You're scared to happen. All right, cool. Then he stopped showing up in live chats. Then he'd be only in my video. I got no time for that. Cowards. No time for that shit. Cowards. Don't say your shit.
Yeah. It ain't easy. That's how it says. That bro had hella chat, man.
Yeah, hella chat, man. Man, about hella chat as well. Oh, I'm scared to get cooked for my opinion. So the same thing you're doing to me consistently, but you're scared. And what he was honest. Oh, I don't know how to use StreamYard. Yo, it's 2025. We'll show you. It's really easy. I've showed multiple people how to use StreamYard. It's really, really simple. It's not difficult whatsoever. And then he stopped showing up in live comments and then tried to show up on my match reactions. So like, nah, you fuck all that. Oh, you blocked me? Yes, I did. No time for that, man. Let's have this debate and then just be gone about it. Tired of it. That's why I do the fan calling shows. That's why I say, yo, open, let's have the convo. Same way shouts to Addicted to United. He disagreed with what I said and we had a debate. Shout out to, I keep forgetting his name. I think it was Sean. Me and him had a long debate. The season ticket holder. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, I have no issues with that. That's why it's there. Like, this is, but most people don't want to smoke.
Remember the guy last year you had like, was it an hour, 2 hours?
What was his name? What was it about?
I thought his name was Z, but I don't know.
What was it about?
That's not the guy. About Ten Hag. Yeah.
Probably. There's been so many, so it's you're probably right. There's been so many that I forget. It just happened.
No, but it wasn't just like a call-in show. It was like you and him on stream for like a good show, like an hour or 2 hours.
Yeah, probably. Probably happened. It happened so many times. It's like, yeah. Well, yeah, I think Z's probably still around. He's probably on Saeed's channel or some shit like that. Hey, man, for you though, because you was there. And that's why it's open. It's like, yo, you have that much vim for me. Like, no, sorry, you have that much, I shouldn't say me. You have that much vim for my opinion and so much opinion in my opinion. Let's have the conversation. Yo, this is crazy. Hey, Game News, just apologize. All right. I think you trolling, but just apologize to your mum, man. Jesus.
Hey,
just apologize. A big up for the super chat.
Quote flawless, stand on your wrongness. Stand on it, man.
No, don't stand on it. No. Just apologize, man. Just apologize, man. Like, what's wrong with you? You can't be shouting at your mum and making her cry, man. What's wrong with you?
And then next time she won't forget.
This guy is crazy. Don't listen to Brad, man. Brad's a terrible individual, man.
How am I terrible? He did it. It's not me.
Terrible. But you encouraging him, telling him do it again. That's what it is.
Yeah, guys, listen, stand on your wrongness, man.
It's great. No, don't do that. And to AKA says, is Amarim really that bad, or is the United thing like Conte or Spurs? No, Amarim's really that bad. Yes, because he should be doing better with what if he was doing the absolute maximum with what he had, people would go, all right, cool. The club need to do more. I know it's Amorim. Ain't Manchester United, it's Amorim. But we're the only ones that get labeled with this because each to their own.
Like if Amorim was doing like the normal level of bad, then I guess you could say that. But like this is like worse than what anyone actually expects. It shouldn't be that. Like there's no incompetence where it should be this bad. No, it shouldn't be 15.
That's it. Like not winning back-to-back games is unacceptable for any team in the league. Never mind Manchester United. Never mind the amount of money you spent. No, never mind the amount of talent you have there. Because we've watched other managers like Ten Hag got a worse team than you on paper. Talent-wise, this team is better than the team Ten Hag got. Line up the Manchester United side Ten Hag got in his third season and then line up this one. And then you'll see the difference in the two, in particular in the attacking areas. Højlund and Garnacho and all these players. I got Cunha and Bremo. Light years. I'm not trolling. What if I just give it some time? Yo, just apologize and then give it time. Yeah.
What did you say though? What did you say?
Gear Moose, the Prime trying to set you up.
What do you mean no? What do you mean no? I need context. I need context.
This is why Prime's a dick. Yo, only you would need context. Yeah, Moose, I'm not responding to any context. You can at Prime on Twitter or socials and tell him what happened.
That's cool. Just put it in the chat. It's fine. You don't need to see.
You can put it in the chat. I'm a time. Hey, Moose, don't put it in the chat. I'm gonna time you out. So don't put it in the chat.
So we can have conversations now.
Nah, not about that. You can have that on your own time. Yeah. If you want to know, you can message you and you can chat to him about it. That's it. All right. What else you lot saying? Hey, 3 more likes. 50 likes, people. Hit the subscribe button as well. Who's live, people? But yeah, with Maignan, overall, when it comes to Maignan, I just don't get why it's come out now, and like why this wasn't sorted in the summer, like going and getting an actual goalkeeper the manager was going to use. But I don't know, man. I'm at a loss. Manchester United incompetence just goes hand in fucking hand.
Do you think it's just like? Do you think it's just PR?
Maybe. Might be agent talk. Maybe. It might be agent talk because he is out of contract in the summer.
Because there were links with Chelsea as well.
But I don't think this is a thing if we signed Demi Martinez and he's playing week in, week out. I think it's clear that Amorim didn't want Lamens. That's where I think this stems from. If we were to sign Demi Martinez or just an experienced seasoned goalkeeper, let's say we were to find out, no, Flecken, I just use him as an example. Or Sells, like I don't think this is a conversation. Well, maybe it is.
I think it's weird that you bought all these players, the manager's not playing them, or at least you spent your big money signing in Sesko and your new goalkeeper, and he's still here.
Yeah, 2 out of 4. Yeah, facts. Because they just don't want to admit they was wrong. And it's like, yo, just get rid of him. But again, I've said this countless times. Like, it's really that simple.
Do you think because they picked him, they're going to give him out? Because our owners, we did it with Potter. They gave him ample time to, properly, drown. You think they're doing the same with Amorim?
Absolutely. Also, I just think it's just they just don't want to admit they was wrong. And that ties into it too. Because he's their guy. Because they did the exact same thing with Ten Hag. They didn't want to admit they was wrong. So with Amorim, don't want to admit they was wrong. Stubbornness. That's it. Just say he was wrong and just keep it stepping is okay. And then you go hire the next manager, and guess what? The next manager might not work out, but then you go hire the next one. This is what you do. Yeah, man, I do remember the caller that said United were going to score 92 league goals. Yes, I do remember. Shout out to him, though, man. Every single time. So I know he's been going to all the games because he's a season ticket holder. I keep forgetting his name. I think it's Sean. So shout out to him, man. Big up my guy. All right, people. We're going to close out. Make sure you subscribe to the Clips channel, Sarcasm City TV Clips as well. watch alongs galore going on there, as well as getting clips. Also, people. So like tomorrow, for instance, the Barcelona game, they're playing. Who they playing? Is it Real Oviedo? That's who they're playing, people. So yeah, we'll be live on the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel for the Barcelona game, and then Saturday, galore people. I have the Madrid derby on Saturday, Nottingham Forest Sunderland as well as Tottenham Wolves. That's all on Saturday, and then Sunday, the 2 games as well, people, which are the early kick and then the late game, which is Newcastle Arsenal. In the early game, is it Forest? Is it Villa Fulham? Yeah, I was right, people. So Saturday, obviously, we'll be live here, Brentford, Manchester United, on the main YouTube channel right here. Then following that, 3:15 p.m., Madrid derby, Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid on the Clips channel. Staying on the Clips channel, Nottingham Forest versus Sunderland. And then the 8 p.m. game is Tottenham Wolves. All those on the Clips channel. And then following that, you'll get a Sarcasm City Sports Q&A at 11 p.m. Yardman Show at 12:30 a.m. UK time. All times the UK. And then Sunday, people, we're back at it, starting on the Clips channel. Double watch along, Aston Villa versus Fulham, 2 p.m. UK time. So probably start like 1:45 p.m. UK. Then Newcastle Arsenal as well. We're on Newcastle that day. Then following that, you'll get the United Arsenal show at like 11 p.m. UK time. And then United Liverpool show, Barbados edition, featuring Bayesian Reds TV as well. Yes, Canal. Yeah, we seen you. Big up. It's because me and Prime was chatting and Surf was chatting and that. But big up to everyone tapped in, man, as well. Yeah, that Sunday 2 p.m. game is going to be terrible, but there's no, I wish there was a Liga game to do or something, but there's not. I looked into it and I was like, yeah, there isn't really anything, because Madrid are playing Atletico, and then Sunday, Barcelona in the late game on the Sunday. So, yeah. I seen you say this, Matthew. I did start it. I did see you say this. Yeah, Flawless check the new Wolverine trailer. It seems like it's going to be a good game. I got to get into the gaming as well. Gaming channel people back up and running as well. I was going to go live after this, but I got to do some thumbnails and sort out stuff for the channel over the weekend. But Sarcasm City TV Gaming, make sure you hit the subscribe button over there.
Oh,
yeah, run some more GTA streams, etc.
Wolverine trailer, bro.
Yeah, that's what Matthew mentioned. Yeah. I hear it. I heard it was good. It is. Yeah, Canal, like I said, big up to you, man. Big up all the members, big up all the regulars, all the new people, etc. No, nephew, I'm not doing the Villa game today. I'm doing the Barcelona game. Barcelona are playing. You still plan to get FIFA 26 still? Yeah, Canal. I just don't know when. I'm not going to lie. It's on the agenda, but I just don't know when. I just got other stuff I'm sorting out and things of that nature. That's all. But for EAFC 26 is on the cards, because people keep asking me about it. I've seen Saeed, seen Rants, I've seen X all doing career modes. The Saeed career mode is hilarious. I can't lie. That shit had me rolling, man. I think it was the 11-1 versus City or something like that. Yeah, that shit had me rolling, man.
He got packed up?
Yeah, he got packed up. Yeah, it was like 11-1 versus City. Yeah.
I'll be real. I think
before I go, nephew. Go on, Bram. Go on.
You need to do a career mode.
I'm going to. Once I get the game and pattern stuff and a P5 and all them things, I know people want to see the game, but Legendary is ridiculous. Like the difference between Legendary and World Class, because World Class is easy, like you can walk through it, and then Legendary, like you just can't get the ball and shit. Like it's so tough to defend. It's mad.
But that's for people who play like online, like competitors.
Yo, even playing competitively, I'll match up competitively against people better than online. I mean, better than the gameplay. I'll get beat playing online, but I'm not getting packed up 7, 8, 9. But I remember playing, not this one, the last one, trying to play it, and it was like, yeah, it's ridiculous. You just got to keep the ball. Just got to keep the ball, man. Like, just don't give the ball away, because defending is, and I'm a defensive player as well, it's tough. But I did this thing called archetypes. The one you choose, you got to stick with, basically. So you can't add more. I did see this because I've watched some of the YouTube previews of it and explanations and stuff like that.
Archetypes for what? Clubs?
You're talking about clubs. Yeah, he's talking about clubs, how they've changed it. Like, it's not different archetypes. You got to stick with one. So if you stick with, I don't know, the physical archetype, then you can probably only strengthen that. And then what do you do, nephew, once you've like strengthened it in full? Can you then get another one? Does it unlock another one? Surely you are able to improve different areas. It can't just be like pace or technical or whatever the case may be. Yeah, we know. Big up BCB as well, man. Every single time. Oh, is it? You see how it used to be 5 builds, now it's just 1 build and you just upgrade that. Man, I'll get to that still. But yo, Brian, anything you want to add before we close out?
Nothing really. Subscribe to the Cliff channel, obviously. Subscribe here too. Apparently, I'm not allowed to smile, so you know.
Who said you can't? Who said you can't smile?
Yeah, because I'm a dick if I smile and stuff.
No, it's why you smiling was the problem. It wasn't you smiling.
Oh, it's why I smile. Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm not allowed to be happy. The reason why I'm happy doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you're happy because of the misery of others. That makes you a dickhead. Yes. I don't know why this is difficult to comprehend.
I mean, it's the only thing that makes me happy. But, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you're a dickhead. You know, I didn't say you were wrong against it. That's the explanation.
Well, if I kind of enjoy the suffering of others, then you can.
There you go, and that's why you're a dickhead. FTC, fuck the Chelsea. I hear you, Matthew. Blessings every single time. Canal, big up everyone that's locked in. League on this live, so we're gonna put Sarcasm City TV raid in this chat. We're back tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? Solo Q&A actually. That's what I've got coming up tomorrow, people. Solo Q&A. So it'll be like 12:05 people. So just gone midnight. Solo Q&A is where it'll be. But Gunners right live. Put Sarcasm City TV in his chat. This has been the Manchester United Chelsea podcast. Mandem United pod meets Ballers at the Bridge pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.